You could've done what I'd done, but you ain't know what I'm on. In the track tryna double it up.
Now I said I'll be doing videos like this here and there. You get me, you know the situation at the moment, so gonna have to just keep it on a low. This one inside the Albanian village that makes Europe's wheat. Now I know that wheat just not only come from Albania, it come from all over the gaff, all over the world. But I would like to watch this video and see what I want, so let's get to it. So this was on channel 4, UK channel.
The call to prayer echoes off the mountains. A lazy afternoon stir in the quaint village of Lazarat, southern Albania.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. I know I like making jokes and that, yeah, but this guy has some mad vocals, cause
the call to prayer echoes off the mountains.
alright, stop now, stop, bro.
A lazy afternoon stir in the quaint village of Lazarat, southern Albania. A place built into rock in splendid isolation.
Built into rock.
The locals' farming stock, tough.
You come around and touch my crop, brother, you're getting that. You lot was telling me that at least every single person in Albania has a gun, bro. So you run up on Grandpa and think that you're gonna take his rollie, yeah? Say nothing. Pie! Hey, Grandpa is posing with it as well, bro. He ain't
The
fucking
locals'
around.
farming stock, tough.
It's shine as well. Hey.
How is the old marijuana business going?
Marijuana?
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah,
So how
he's
was
trying
it that this place became the biggest producer of illegal marijuana in Europe? And why did it culminate in this?
gunshots.
3-day gun battle a few weeks ago.
Flipping out.
To get to Lazarat, you drive 3 hours south from the capital, Tirana.
Stop.
We arrived in the evening, unannounced.
Damn.
It felt like a border crossing, a state within a state.
So that was the second police checkpoint we've come across on the way to this
Yeah,
quaint
you lot need to be
Albanian
careful.
mountain
Can't
estate.
just be running up places like that you don't know
Police
about.
They're obviously special forces.
Hope you did your research.
Long
right?
before the fall of communism, this village was abandoned by the politicians. No running water, no roads, no law. So villagers took care of themselves.
Damn.
Over time, Lazarat became pariah and proud.
So we've got through the roadblocks. We've arrived in the centre of this Albanian village.
You have to have
This is
maximum
one of the
security,
gentlemen
right?
we've met. He's from the Special Forces, and we've been told that tomorrow he will serve as our guide to show us around the village.
He looks scared himself.
The following morning, without the balaclava, and on condition we wouldn't use his name, the tour.
Si mund shikosh aty toka është e keqe këtu dhe e mbjellin në për gropa, në për fuqia, përdorin goma makine. Si mund ta shikosh edhe këtu, për shembull, fuqia, gropa makine, ose përdorin
Are all these holes in the ground, are
Yeah.
they, where you dug up marijuana plants?
po këtu.
So we've got like potatoes, marijuana, potatoes, in just this garden here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
I mean-
90s, a group of locals returned.
What do you expect if you abandon a city after the communism, yeah? What do you think the government, what do you think if you abandon a city after a situation and you're not paying attention to the people? They're going to fend for themselves and do what they can do to survive. It's just natural human instinct. Now, the problem is you're going to go and stop their thing from what's making them money because the government ain't giving them money. And that's going to be a problem. But the world is just so easy to, you get me, but people just like going the difficult route, man. Shit.
Potatoes, marijuana, potatoes, in just this garden here.
Yeah.
In the 90s, a group of locals returned from a stint working with criminal gangs in Italy. They brought back marijuana seeds and started growing on their family plots. The returns, well, beat potatoes.
This is marijuana.
So
Some
soon
good shit.
everyone in the village wanted in.
I want to talk to this lady here. This older lady.
She ain't gonna say
Did you
nothing.
used to grow marijuana here in your garden?
Jo, nuk e
No?
Yeah,
So can you
yeah.
ask her? Those big holes
Yeah, walk up and ask them. Whilst the police is there, they're gonna tell you yes.
in their garden where the police came and dug out the plants. What are they?
Çfarë janë ato të punurat e tokës që keni këtu?
Punuara të kryen patatet.
Potatoes.
Kryen patatet.
I see.
Hey,
Big
they
potatoes.
live by the code as well, my sheep face.
Niku të jemi mirë. Mos e ka pasur.
So do you think they saw it? They're ready to take you up.
Over the years, this once poor, desolate village became a European marijuana bazaar.
Man, that's funny, man.
Absolute mountains of the stuff.
Jeez.
Traffickers
Ow,
dealt
lays up all
directly
of that.
with farmers. Bigger farmers became bigger players. Organised crime moved in.
That's a lot.
They produced so much marijuana, they ran out of places to store it. The water tanks weren't for water.
Damn.
The place was literally packed to the rafters with the stuff. Everyone became rich. But how rich? This investigative journalist was born nearby.
How much money do the people in this village make from this business?
$4.5 billion each year, which means
Wait now, really?
4.5 billion each year. No, he said million, innit?
This investigative journalist was born nearby.
How much money do the people in this village make from this business?
$4.5 billion each year, which means,
Wait now, really?
yeah, which means the half of Albanian GDP.
Jeez.
They got so rich they employed help. An estimated 3
But even though, listen, stay woke. Even though they grow that and there's a profit from it, and they say the government abandoned the village and didn't look after it. Oh, obviously, bro, the money that's coming. How do you think all of those weed seeds get into the country? It's only because the government allowed it. How do you think they make how much million a year? Only because they're getting a cut out of it. Bro, come on, everyone knows this shit.
laborers from elsewhere.
Man's walking in with his gun in his hand. It's that dangerous, yeah?
Do you want to give me the torch?
Houses were adapted, networks of storage bunkers under family homes.
Oh my God. So this is the stuff that would have ended up in London, Manchester,
Damn.
and all over Europe.
Are these all sniper bullets? Po.
Lazarat had become Albania's Wild West. Then a new government decided to tame Marijuanaville.
Shit, they're coming to take that.
The old
Because
chief
he
of
ain't getting
police
his
was
cut, mate.
replaced by this man, Haki Katso.
Këtu kemi dislokuar me helikopter forca speciale me sniper pasi
And on the 16th of June this year, the showdown. He sent a small army of police up over the mountains.
gati 3 ditë luft. Deri dhe mortaja dhe mitralos të lehtë të rënd edhe mortaja
Man,
mësorie.
they even have
Dhe
grenades.
granat hes, bazuka.
The villagers
Launchers
have
as well.
Po.
Bazooka as well.
Villagers, drug dealers, and even hired mercenaries fought the law. But the law won. For a police force in need of a reputational reboot, it was a coup. No lives were lost.
This red circle painted on the gate means that it was raided by special forces. And this is where they burnt a big mound of marijuana outside the house. And we were told that when they heard the police were coming, they threw their guns out onto the street. That was the households that surrendered.
Yeah.
Some of them, of course, didn't.
Salam alaikum.
Only a handful of families were not involved in the business, and they, by and large, were devout Muslims, like this man.
Dhe ne kemi qenë të trishtuar nga njerëzit tanë, nga
yeah.
presioni i fshatit, nga gjithë që ju pse se bëni ju andej këtë.
Okay, though.
Shqyr Zotit mu. Po t'ju çuditsi pakica që është ruajtur. Dhe ata që do të ruajnë në rrugën e Zotit janë shumë pak. Jo vetëm në këtë fshat, për gjithë botë.
Facts.
Do të thotë ti bënai moral fetar.
There were over 50 arrests. 500 weapons were seized. But why did the Albanian government intervene now, after so long?
Why?
A clue. The EU.
I think this was the moment to show that you must do something. You must cut off
I see.
this village, and then you can have steps
I
for
see.
becoming members.
Exactly a week after the Battle of Lazarat, the European Union agreed to grant Albania candidate for membership status.
Who's this lady here?
So there
Towards
wasn't
the end of the
even-
tour, we met this woman.
No
According to
papers.
her, politicians left Lazarat well enough alone for decades because they were doing pretty well out of it themselves.
Ekonomia e fshatit,
Zak, I told
vetja
you.
hodhi, vetja hoqi shumë i bëri, nuk themi gjë. Është shtet ajo është qeveri. Shumë i bëri.
Is that the
There's
government
actually
fighting
no
their own
culture of
self?
smoking marijuana here, so she invited us home for goat's cheese and raki. We whiled away an afternoon talking about survival
Damn, that's
politics.
interesting though.
and the new Albania.
This is a very interesting video, man. Jeez, I don't even want to speak too much on that. You guys know what it is already, yeah? But if you like these type of contents that I create, yeah, just show your support by slapping up that like button. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. It's been your boy, it's been your homie. Peace.